Sincerity, and I know how hard this is to hear this stuff, but in the entire time that you have worked for me 24/7, every day, for 15 plus years, you have been nothing but great. Nothing but great. Your leadership skills, your integrity, your work ethic, your kindness, your compassion and care have just been unbelievable. So that's memory number one that I want to talk about. Number two, I want to talk about, I learned very, very early on about the love of your family. I learned about the love and how you cared for your dear husband, Jim, how much and how proud, how much you loved your kids, Jim and Dave, how proud you were, how much you loved Paul, how much you love your grandkids, Emmy, Chloe, how much you love your family. And it just resonated with what we're all about, and what was so important to me. Second thing, anybody knows Florence, we learned about Florence, is the only night you got to get out of her way is on a Monday night. Monday night, she still to this day has a family dinner that everybody attends on a Monday night. Now, we shut our office down at 5 o'clock. The family dinner's at 5:30. Florence at 10 after 5 or quarter after 5 was apologizing she has to leave. Now, mind you, she's only supposed to work at 5. But that's Florence. She wouldn't ever miss it. She would never be late. That's number two. Now, the third thing I want to tell you about your family is one of the few times in my relationship with Florence I feel like I made a mistake or I let her down. That time was the first time she won New England Administrator of the Year Award. And I saw the joy that she had that night at Copley Square in Boston. I was told in advance it was a secret. People shouldn't know. So Florence had no idea, nobody in her company knew. When she sat down, I quickly realized the only thing that would have made it more perfect is if I would have told her family and found a way to surprise her and sneak them in here. So, learning from that lesson, I almost blew it again. I honestly almost blew it again. Literally, I thought we had asked Florence for this reluctant date for her to give us when we could have this luncheon. She gave us a date, and I thought, mistake, that with everybody living locally, with Chip, Dave, Paul, Chloe, everybody locally, there'd be no problem if we got 3 or 4 weeks out to let them know about the function. Well, not this Sunday, but the Sunday morning before, I got the email I did not want to see. Brother Jim sends an email saying, Paula and I will be there, but Dave cannot make it because he has a trade show. They have no idea what my internal comments did. I sent an email, replied all to everybody, thanking them for the update, but could we have a conference call Sunday night at 6:30? We had a conference call, and I explained to him, I apologized from 2003, which you weren't there, and I said, I didn't want to tell you this, I wanted it to be a complete surprise, but Florence was being honored as the New England Administrator of the Year, and Dan and Bob were gracing us with a presence to be able to come. So anyway, I almost blew it. A couple days later, Dave told us that he was able to get somebody to cover, so I just say, welcome to everybody, and thank God that you're all here. And you can clap for them. So the next memory is, and who couldn't picture this, walking in the front door of the Trumbull office, and you can see Florence's desk, and you can see a smile on her face, and you can see a body. You don't know who it is. You can see legs in the chair, and you can see somebody in the principal's office telling them good or bad, because Florence was is one of the greatest listeners you could ever find. And the way she treated her family, the love and understanding that she had for them, that's what she carried over into our Remax Right Choice family, and that's what you'd see. So I'll never forget that memory when I opened the door. The fifth memory, Florence, is about your dear husband, Jim. Passed away a little over 8 years ago. At that time, we had over 100 plus agents and staff in our company. And I sat there at the wake, and I watched almost 100% of our firm attend the wake, or the funeral, or both. And you've got to know that was only because of the love and respect for you. It was just an unbelievable event to see. Sixth memory. And I'm getting, come on, Florence, hang in there. This one's more difficult for me. This is very personal. So, most of the people in this room know that we lost our dear sister, Scott, Bob, and I, Allison, over 4 years ago. And also most of you know that Allison suffered with physical challenges and eight operations the last 2 years of her life. But the one thing that was the most consistent thing in the world is Allison loved Florence. And she didn't call it Florence, she called it Flo. She loved Flo, and she loved Flo because of the kindness and the love that Florence always gave my sister, always. And then my heart gets a little bit really torn when I walk into Florence's office, and she doesn't know this, is I don't very often go past the front of her desk because there's a picture of Allison sitting on her desk. And all I would tell you, Florence, is that you were unbelievable to her, and I didn't talk about anything else. My love for you for that is incredible. But I would tell you that my mom and dad loved you, and right now, if you look up top, you're going to see husband Jim, Allison, my mom and dad with the ringside seats, just saying, all the things I'm saying about you, they're saying say even more. So, thank you so much for that. So I've got two more memories. Actually, Florence, I missed one. I skipped. But I'm going to let that one go. No, I'm going to tell that one. Florence knows the time and effort that goes into sales rallies and speaking at them, and she knows that I labored over it, and she knows that if I felt like I didn't speak well enough to get people to come back, that it would bother me and we'd lose everybody. So like a great coach and a great cheerleader, there isn't one sales rally I ever did that Florence didn't say to me at some point, good job, well done, you spoke well, whatever it is. So she's just steadfast in support every day for me. The last two things, and everybody knows Florence will know this one for sure, we haven't been fortunate to give these big pay raises or big Christmas gifts, but whatever we gave Florence, or really any of our staff, but whatever we gave Florence, you would think you gave her the biggest pay raise in the world. Her appreciation and gratitude, she always made sure you knew it. Again, just etched to my memory. The last one I just want to read to you for everybody, because this is Florence from the beginning to the end. She started great, and she will finish as great without missing a beat. So I'm walking to daily Mass on February 6th. February 6th is the day that Susan O'Shea, Sue, joins us to come in and be mentored, to train with Florence and Linda and Marilyn, everybody, so there's a nice overlap. This is the email I get from Florence on February 6th at 7:30 in the morning. And I'm just going to read it. One of the sentences I would have taken out because it's about me, but I need to read the whole thing so everybody hears it. So she said, well, today is Sue's first day, and I'm excited for her, but I just need to say how wonderful it's been working for you. What a great 15 years it has been. I will do my best to get her settled in. Love, Florence. Well, Florence, I'd say to you, what a great 15 years for me that it has been. And I am ready to conclude, Florence. Are you ready? Please listen to these, because these words couldn't be any more sincere. Florence, dear Florence, over here, Florence, you have been, from day one, and you are today, and always have been, exceptional to me, in all you've done, and to everybody in this entire room. Exceptional. You represent, Florence, really the best of what anyone could want to be for any of us to strive for. In my world, you know how much I love sports, so I talk in sports. You're a first ballot Hall of Famer. You're in my Hall of Fame, personally and professionally, forever. And just to be clear, a lot of people said, and I think Dan said it so well when I sent the announcement out, Dan said you can't replace a Florence, but Bob said you can't replace a Florence. Well, Florence, I just want to tell you, we're not replacing you, Florence, because we can't. What we do is have just so much gratitude and thanks to God for the gift that you've been for all of us. And the last thing I just want to say is just to please know you have a raving fan in me and everyone in this room, and you have our love and appreciation always. And dear Florence, when I go to daily Mass and I do my prayer Wishing you love of your family and friends, and best wishes always for you and your wonderful family. Thank you, Florence. I love you. We love you. Let's give it up for Florence. Microphone is yours. Oh my gosh. I have this little card. You can look at it when you sit down. This is a gift from all these wonderful people in this room, and this little envelope for you.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know where to begin. You can't stand next to me. I told him he can't stand next to me because I won't get through this. I don't even know what to say. I'm overwhelmed, to say the least. And I've prepared something, but nothing's going to prepare me for this. And to see my family here, we just saw them last night, Monday night dinner. I didn't say anything, naturally. But thank you so much for being here. I just want to, really, this isn't anything like what you said. But this is just a, a little 7-minute thing if you want to time me. I was working for a relocation company located at the corporate towers in Shelton. They announced that they would be relocating to Arizona at the end of 2001. Diane Camella and a few others were key factors in Jeff giving me a call, which you already know. It was the beginning of my working relationship and friendship with Jeff, and here we are, 15 years later. My dad, who wanted me to become a teacher, told me almost 60 years ago that no one will ever want to keep an old secretary. And here I am, an old secretary that had the best job, working for the best boss ever. No words can describe my affection for you, Jeff, and that all you did for me. I can't mention them or I won't get through this, and I can't look up. Di and I go back over 25 years. I've listened to all the stories when her girls were at Massac High playing basketball. Now they are grown and have children of their own. We've had many laughs and tears together. I will miss each and every one of you for individual reasons, and I would like to share a few. Bob Wright. Thank you for many times you would clear my car of snow by the time I left the office, and he doesn't even like snow. Matt. There was a time when you would stop at my office door asking if your commission check was ready. Now, I have to find him and say, Matt, I have checks for you. And as recent as 4 weeks ago, you made me a rock star on Facebook. Then there is Paul, calling Flo to see if his checks are ready because he already spent the money. I believe Angela, who's in Guatemala, but her phone number is embedded in mine, Linda's, and Marilyn's brain, and soon to be in Susan's. 90% of the calls that we get are for her rentals. Most of the time, we need to wait for them to get a pen to write down the information, or a caller would call and ask, how much is that yellow house listed on Trulia? Scott, I'll miss our discussions about the award shows on TV. Or The Voice, which I didn't watch, but would discuss it anyway. Dave Soares, when did we not talk about food or chocolate? And Jerry Corey for her homemade anything. And the kindest of agents in our Bridgeport office. They always appreciated the small things I would do. If I needed to call Val, I would have to look at the clock and see what time it was so I didn't interrupt his siesta. Dominguez and Dale would always reply to our emails with, good job. Gail, whose laughter is contagious, thank you for your help on any technical questions on Launchpad, 5 Street, or Playster, because she's a whiz at it and I still don't have it down pat. Even though I didn't see the Milford agents often, I will remember each of you. And